So I've started reading the light novels. I'm quite enjoying this show, if you can't tell. And something I'm surprised by so far is just how nearly one to one the show storytelling and the book storytelling are. Like, there are very few differences that I don't think can be accounted for by the simple change in medium. For instance, Gaoshin and Hanyang, I believe, the lead lady in waiting, are so far less characterized in the books, but that's only because when Mao Mao or Jinchi isn't thinking about them, they may as well not exist as far as the books are concerned right now, because they just haven't been focused on. Whereas in the show, if they're in the room, you're going to be able to see them, so they kind of just by virtue of that alone have had a little bit more to them. I And then it's not like huge on that front either. It's just a little slower on those two. I do like peeking into Mao Mao's head a little bit more, getting a little bit of a stronger sense of her perspectives and uh the thought process behind which she does things. For instance, when she decided to give what information she did have to try and save uh the village uh in the poisoned soldiers situation. It was nice that thought process was, the political game she played in her head, how to try and do something good there. It wasn't as obvious in the show that that's what she was going for. One cut I did notice in the show versus the books is her having to invent a task to go see what was going on with Lahua. The kid still being sick in the first episode. The whole curse. She wanted to, kind of get nosy, figure out what was going on. That was in a wholly different part of the palace. The books so far are doing a better job of making it clear just how massive this place is. Where in her current role, if she didn't really have an excuse to go into an entire other end of the compound, which is not just a hop, skip, and a jump, she not couldn't. It didn't make it sound like she expressly wasn't allowed to, but it might have been frowned upon. So she actually found a task that took her over that way. And no, I get why they skipped that, because it wasn't overly important, but it's the kind of thing I'd like to see included, just so we can see the minor problem solving that can lead to the bigger ones. I'm enjoying this so far. I've probably going to continue reading the books as I watch the show, unless someone tells me to stop doing that. Maybe they get ahead on some plot points or something like that, in which case I will stop, or at least allow it to get a few chapters ahead of me, or rather watch more episodes than chapters, if you understand my thoughts. I am quite enjoying this. Full reactions are on Patreon, or if you want, you can pull up your copy of the Apothecary Diaries, Episode 5, Covert Operations, and press play when I press play when the timer reaches 0. Oop! 1 second. Sorry about that. With some shows, I like to rewatch episodes before I go into a new reaction. I had it set to double speed still for Crunchyroll, so it was the intro was going awfully fast. I was confused for a second there. 17 seconds and 3, 2, 1, go. I was like, damn, this lady sings much faster than I remembered. Yeah. I noticed whatever plot point leads to us, her ending up looking like this, whatever they end up doing that for. She's still wearing the long sleeves. I'm kind of wondering if there's just an extensive makeup operation that gets done on the arm. Because I don't see her becoming one of the concubines. That would surprise me a little bit. Right. Concubines. I'm using the wrong word there. Or am I? You'd think I'd have this figured out by now, I swear. I have notes for a reason. Nope, I had it right. I don't know why I was second guessing myself on that one. 206 in 3, 2, 1, go. He's like, I'm too sexy to be defeated. You're distracted. God, he really goes to great lengths to stay in shape. Good God. Hmm. You didn't dislike it though, right? Do 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 do. Are you outside the palace walls right now? I love her little goofy faces when she gets excited. You know, you need to work on your habit of talking out loud. It's not done you any favors so far. Well, debatably, but from your perspective, you'd probably agree. What? It, it, um. Oh my. Oh no. You know what? I'm gonna just assume you're on the up and up for a while. Just for your sake. I mean, yeah, I still don't trust him, but like, I'm just gonna try and put those feelings aside because if he is legit, this is just very adorable. Oh my god. She said now he's an accomplice. Oh my. I kind of get the logic of if this guy is a eunuch and he's pretty much the only one with any medical knowledge, he really is just uh completely strapped for choices if he wants to get his job done right. If he only knows a little. Maybe he really does just sincerely want to learn more from Mao Mao so he can do his job. I wouldn't mind that. 544. Get 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, but why were you in the 1950s when this happened? It wouldn't just be the same as what happened to the soldiers a few episodes ago, right? I know that how this trick can happen, but I don't know how it makes sense here. Witch! Right. She did a very good job explaining that. This guy really does seem like he's on the up and up because he didn't even try to take credit or like anything. I am so baffled by this guy because it's like his archetype seemed so obvious from the start, and he's just not doing that. 721 and 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, maybe not yet. It might not work. Hang on, mystery not totally solved. The idea was just a first draft idea based on some decent evidence. Like, it doesn't mean it's the right answer. Right conjecture, rather. Decent conjecture, rather. You just, you gotta turn off your Riz face. Maybe he's just lonely, Jesus Christ. Well, okay, I assume this is one of those ones where you'd be testing eyesight for some reason, because I think most people are probably like me. They see 3 colors right here. I wouldn't be surprised if you told me if the 3 more white ones were slightly different shades of white. But I can't see that. And of course, TV screen plus animated plus, bright. Who knows if I was there in person with like actual powders in front of me, what I'd be seeing. But I'm assuming most people would be like me. Is it one of those ones where it's like, can you see the number among all these dots? With the red green color line thing going on? I assume it's like that. 756. In 3, 2, 1, go. Wow. I think that's just a shadow, but now I see 4 colors. 811. In 3, 2, 1, go. How how did he know? Did he see him in the room when he came in? Otherwise, he would note saw her picking them slash someone else saw her picking them. Are we talking like you burn them and send up a signal type thing? And yet, it- oh no, oh no. I mean, it makes sense that you'd want to dress the part more. Okay, that would we know of two of them. Are there? Okay, there's four. What happens to this whole system of so many concubines when he does marry? Do they? Yeah, like, is there any other role they continue to fulfill now that they're no longer vying for the emperor's attention? Is that one just hid? I think she is. You know, she hasn't really lived up to wise so far. Like, let's not get crazy here. Oh, 10-20. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah. And is there being four of them official? Like, how does that work? Or like, what? Like, let's say the highest ranked mid level concubine. Like, what is her positioning in this? Like, is it like could it be five, but that person just doesn't have quite enough support, or is it always going to be four? 9:57. In 3, 2, 1, go. Not enough support, but rather enough favor from the emperor. Okay. No, your normal job tasting would be make sense. uh oh, what? What? I believe this is the same one from before. We saw it get her own moment of concern for Mao Mao. This is also in the books where it's like that same scene happened, but we got a little bit more of that character's perspective. So is what I'm hoping for is a little bit of a better understanding for each of the ladies in waiting, because right now they may as well all be the same character to me, and that makes them kind of hard to keep track of. 10:48 in 3, 2, 1, go. To say nothing of the fact that I would like to enjoy them as characters, obviously. I don't dislike them now, they just don't have much going on yet. Okay. I guess you need that passion. Aww. I think the freckles are cute, if nothing else, but, um, is this the only reason for her, make her makeover in the intro, or is there more to that? Hey, you, Bill. Oh, is this gonna be like a reverse laxative? Thinking ahead is great. The only thing I'm a little worried about is it would be very easy for us to fall into a pattern of some, we'll call it a mystery, occurs each episodes, and then she solves it Sherlock Holmes style, and then, episode wrapped. And I don't mind if the show is just episodic, but it feels like they're developing that forward progression a little bit. I would hate to get irritated because it feels like nothing's happening for a while, and then bam, important episode, and then nothing, 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 bam, bam, bam. These are just TV show watching concerns in general. This is nothing that the show has done wrong yet. I'm here to give you my thoughts, and these are thoughts. 12:43 and 3, 2, and go. Hey, yeah, that's actually better. Teach a man to fish and all that. That's great, actually. Spread the love. You're actually getting quite a bit of work in because of this, huh? It didn't look like it was particularly complicated to make. Not for someone who knows how to sew and all that. This is what I was wondering about. You have to assume something real darn bad's gonna be happening at this party. I'm also expecting at least an attempted poisoning at some point. Could be here. Will she detect it if it's one of the ones that it would have no effect on her, is my wonder. Because that would be very unfortunate if she does take a bite and then somebody else does. Oh no. Shit looks fantastic for sure. What? Oh, she already agreed to do this. You don't. Right. She already said it was to do it. You don't need to hold her down, I think. The freckles are fake? Why? Why? Wait, come back, explain. I'm so confused. Why? Like, surely you weren't that worried about becoming a concubine that you gave yourself freckles. Like it. Put aside the general creepiness of this for now. He seems to maintain a good relationship with everybody, but it seemed like his relationship with her was pretty strong regardless. So it might be independent of that, but Gaushin saying that, now I'm really wondering, yeah. It wasn't a given before that? It's gonna freak him out more than anything. No, I'm so confused. To avoid becoming a at the brothel, that makes more sense to me. It makes less sense to me now, but yeah, that's such a reasonable situation, totally, yeah. To be fair though, I don't fully trust that. I think so too, but he's also wow. He's the type who's always kind of playing the game at least a little bit, so I don't trust that even if he seems sincere for once. Not to say I think he's a bastard or anything like that, but Dude, I thought it was a knife. He's just stuck in her hair for a second. I was like, I take it all back. He's the bad guy. Cool. I wonder if he's ever going to be characterized to a significant degree, because he's gotten a little so far, but they're kind of letting him just stay in the shadows for the most part. Um, oh dear. Maybe she kept doing the freckles when she got kidnapped just to maintain the appearance, not to get asked any questions about it. Cool though. Cool reveal. I tell you what, no character really has blindsided me more than the Doctor. He is just nothing like I expected at all. Oh, next time.